Everyone, this is our lecture number 47. In this lecture we have seen the how we analysis axially loaded column. Okay, so here we seen in this lecture is how we analyze or design the short axially loaded column. In our previous lecture we discussed about column, pedestal, classifications of columns, provisions given in our IS code 456/2000 regarding longitudinal reinforcement, transverse reinforcement, assumptions, minimum eccentricity, etc. Now we have seen formula for analysis the short axially loaded column. So let's say this is our section or a column. Okay, in this way we design the column. In rectangular portion we know that we have provided the 6 bar or 4 bars. Okay, so here I have provided 6 bars. So in this way we design the section. This we call B and this we call overall depth. This is the section. Now if I draw the strain diagram of that column is, so this is the strain diagram and we know that this value is 0.002. This one is the strain diagram. And for column if we have seen the stress diagram, then same, and 0.446 FCK. This one is the stress diagram. So with the help of this diagram we have derived the equation. Okay, so let's see. Figure shows a rectangular column. The figure shows a rectangular column, section subjected to a axial load. Okay, so the column is subjected to uniform strain of 0.002 and uniform stress of 0.446 FCK. So for axial load, eccentricity is equal to 0. PU is equal to PUS plus PUC. This is for steel and this is for concrete. AS is for load for steel and load for concrete. So we say that PU is equal to FS ASC plus 0.446 FCK AC. This is the load and we know that sigma is equal to force upon area. So force is equal to stress into area. So in case of this stress diagram we know that this is 0.446 FCK. Okay, and here we consider this the concrete one part. So here we write AC into 0.446 FCK. Now in this concrete part if we provided reinforcement like this, okay, so for this reinforcement we have some stress which we called as Fs here. So Fs into area of this steel bar. So here we write Fs ASC. Like we study this part in doubly reinforced beam, okay, where we calculate FSC. Same here we calculate Fs or ASC, okay. After finding this, we say Fs is equal to stress in steel corresponding to strain 0.002. So Fs is equal to 0.87 Fy for Fe250, 0.79 Fy for Fe415, and 0.75 Fy for Fe500. These are the value of Fs, okay. But IS code say or adopt the critical value of 0.75 Fy for all grades of steel to finding out the pure axial load carrying capacity of column, okay. So code say we have to take 0.75 Fy for all grades of steel for finding the axial load carrying capacity of column. So Pu is equal to 0.446 FCK AC plus 0.75 Fy ASC, where AC is equal to area of concrete in column, and ASC is equal to area of steel in compression in column. So this is the formula. Pu is equal to 0.446 FCK AC plus 0.75 Fy AC for finding the load carrying capacity of column, okay. Now some provisions given in our IS code 456 regarding finding the load carrying capacity of column, and this provision is if the minimum eccentricity is less than or equal to 0.05 capital D, that is E minimum is less than and equal to 0.05 capital D, then IS 456 2000 clause number 39.3 permit the design permit the design of short axially loaded column by following equation. PU is equal to 0.4 FCK AC plus 0.67 FY AC. So this is the equation given in our IS code 456/2000. If the minimum eccentricity is less than or equal to 0.05 D, then we have used this formula according to clause number 39.3. Now it should be noted that equation this equation is obtained by reducing the capacity of the column given by equation. Means which equation? 0.446 FCK AC plus 0.7 FY AC. This equation given by this equation by approximate 10%. Means this equation is obtained by reducing this equation approximate up to 10%. Okay. If however E minimum is greater than 0.05 D, the column should be designed for combined axial load and bending moment, and clause 39.3 of the code cannot be used. Okay, so you remember this point. If we getting E minimum is greater than 0.05 D, then we not use the clause number 39.3, or we say for E minimum less than equal to 0.05 D, and we know that maximum E minimum is equal to 20. So 20 is less than equal to 0.05 D. So if we calculate this, you get here 400 is less than equal to D. So this equation prove that hence clause number 39.3 is applicable only when minimum dimension of column is greater than or equal to 400. Okay, so this will show that if we want to use clause number 39.3, then we have take or given minimum dimension greater than or equal to 400 mm. So this is the method for analysis the short axially loaded column. Now we have see some formulas given for helical reinforcement when we provide the helical reinforcement. So here we write our topic is column with helical reinforcement, and this is provided in spiral shape. Okay, helical reinforcement. See, if this is the column, and in this way we have provided the longitudinal bar. So column this provided like that, and so on. Okay, according to the length of column, or in circular column like this. This one is the helical reinforcement. Okay, so in this way we have provided the helical reinforcement. So according to IS code, means as per IS 456 2000, page number 71, clause number 39.4, strength of column with helical reinforcement is equal to 1.05 into strength of column with lateral ties, Okay, so design factored load PU is equal to factored load divided by 1.05. Let ACR is the area of core, AG is the gross area, and small ASP is the area of spiral reinforcement. And sigma S is equal to ASP divided by ACR, where sigma S is equal to ratio of volume of spiral reinforcement to the volume of core, Okay, now we say sigma S is equal to 0.36 AG upon ACR minus 1 FCK upon FY as per IS 456 2000, page number 71. Now sigma S is equal to volume of spiral in one loop divided by volume of core for a length P. For a length P. So PS is equal to, means sigma S is equal to pi DC minus pi SP ASP divided by 4 pi by 4 DC square into P. Now we convert this equation in short form and we get, after neglecting phi SP, 4 dot ASP upon PDC, neglecting phi SP. Now put this value and compare this with equation 4 ASP upon PDC is equal to 0.36 is equal to and greater than and equal to 0.36 AG upon ACR minus 1 into FCK upon Fy. So this is the formula when we design a short axially loaded column with helical reinforcement. Now ductility of column with helical reinforcement is more than that of tight column. Therefore, column with helical reinforcement is more suitable for earthquake resistance. So in this way we use the formulas for analyze the column with helical reinforcement. In our further lectures we see some problem based on this column. So if you have any doubt, please comment me in my comment box. Thank you.